Hey guys, 2008 Honda Civic SI. They call it Civic FD in the Philippines. We're gonna be replacing these tie rod end. As you can see, those are cracked. I'm gonna go ahead and might as well replace the inner tie rod end, and also we're replacing these. Supposedly just the ball joint, lower ball joint right there. It's cracked, but lower control arm. You're gonna be replacing that. Just that one bushing is bad. So let's get started. So we got the wheels out already. All we gotta do is just remove these tie rod ends. I put some WD-40 on these already, and that side, I'm not sure what size would that be. That could be 19, or let's check it out. This is 18, this might be 19. Okay, so this nut here is 24. I'm gonna go ahead, crack it loose. Let's see. Alright, let's crack this loose. Once that loose, we're gonna put it, just push it back there so we can turn that. We're gonna count it. How does it go out? Because we don't know how far a distance from here to here. Now we're gonna go ahead and remove the cotter pin on this one. Move the cotter pin, and then we can remove these nut too. So go ahead and remove these, straighten it out. Okay, that's straight. And go ahead and remove this one. There you go. We're gonna get the nut out. So this one is size 19. Let's go ahead and loosen that one. Come on. That is out. All we're gonna do is knock it out. Let's get a hammer. See if I can have room here. Okay, we got it out. So you can go ahead and fully remove it. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and count it going out. So this is loose already. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and separate the outer tie rod to the inner tie rod. If this is tight, this size here is 19 millimeter, and the inner tie rod have a 14 millimeter here. So I'm gonna spin that. This is a little tight, so I'm gonna go ahead. There you go. Once it's loose, you can go ahead remove it. But with this way, we had to count how many rotation we did. The same position where this is pointing up, so we're gonna rotate it, spin it out, and count it. Okay, so I'm on the 8th turn. This is 9, 10, 11, 12, about 12 and a half, starting facing down. 12 and a half. All right, and this one is pretty bad. See that? 12 and a half. And this one is a little bit loose. See that? That's why we're gonna replace that. 12 and a half. And now we're gonna remove this booth. Let's go ahead and remove this nut here. because we're gonna slide this boot out and we might be able to reuse that. All right, let's go ahead, remove this clamp, set it aside. We're gonna go ahead, open this up just that bit and break it. Just to move it around just a little bit. If you have a pick, you can use a pick there. Okay, so I'm gonna use this plastic scraper. There you go. Once it's open, I'm gonna go around it so it's nothing sticking there when we pull it out. Right. Then we're gonna go underneath to remove the clamp on the inside. Okay, the clamp from the inside is hard to reach with these. If you look underneath here, my clamp, it's somewhere down there, underneath there. I don't know if y'all can see it. Right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reach my flat screwdriver somewhere there. Once I reach it, it's hard to see. Once you reach it, we're going to go ahead and tap it with the hammer and break loose so we can loosen that and remove the whole thing. All right, so I'm on the clamp. Go ahead and break it off. There you go. Now it's loosened. I don't know if you can see it right there. That's loose, and we can pull the whole thing out. Show you. Try to pull the whole thing out. There you go. Pop out. Then because this one is loose as well, hopefully it should be easy to come out. Let's see. Okay, not quite, but when you open this, should come out too. Push it and pull it out. Okay, that one is slightly coming out, so we gotta open up just a little bit. There you go. All right, this is out. There you go. That's out. This one, not the worst. As you can see, it's dropping by itself. That means not a good sign of it in the tie rod, especially if you have the auto tie rod in. It can't even support itself. See that? Now, time to remove that inner tie rod. Okay, to remove this inner tie rod, I'm using this. I have the special tool here. I'm gonna put it here, climb on this one, tighten this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and loosen this one. Pretty easy. So this nut for the special tool is size 17, so I'm just tightening them out so I'll be able to spin it. Let's see. Once that's pretty tight, I'm gonna go ahead and spin that one. All right, let's go ahead. There you go. See that? Not too bad, right? So that's loosened. And let's go ahead and remove this tool. If it still won't spin by hand, just readjust this tool going this way and then remove it again. Sometimes you can get it by one spin. It's still pretty tight, so we're gonna do it again. Okay, so this one is out. Remove it. Okay, that is out. Then what we're gonna do, put the new one in. All right, so we're gonna put a brand new one now. We're using a Moog brand. On the inside, I'm gonna go ahead just like that. You don't need grease on that inside. Wipe that real quick. Got a little plastic here. I will leave it there. Not a big problem, but make sure you have this one here. And let's go that way, because that notch will go to this notch here. So let's go ahead. Either one, you can put it here for now. Then insert this, spin it. Then we're gonna go ahead and tie that again. I'll make sure this goes to that notch, which you can feel it goes in. So that's good. Then we're gonna tighten that again with the same tool that we have. I'm gonna use this to tighten it. Go this way. Tighten that. So tighten this one. Then let's go tighten this. Throw it that way. Okay. There you go. I think it's tight. Let's go ahead and move this tool. Okay, that's out. Next thing we're gonna do is pinch that plastic here. I mean, not plastic, the steel. We're gonna pinch that so we're locked in. I do have let me see what we can use to pinch it down. This one works for me too. What I do, get a lock the pliers and pinch this down. There you go. So that the top one is pinch right there, so it'll be locked. Thing's pretty soft. Then do the bottom part, do the same thing. So when that's done, remember the old clamp that we just removed. You don't need that. Then let's go ahead and install. Before we install actually the booth, we'll put some more grease there. Let's put some more grease around here. It will help this to last a little bit more longer. Even though it came with the grease, I'm gonna put more. That will help to extend the life longer. All right, the next we're gonna put the booth back in. We're gonna be using a zip tie. This is a heavy duty zip tie to clamp it. It goes perfectly there, so there will be no problem. As long as we pass that little notch there, let's go in. There you go. And from here, has to go in too. There you go. All right, let's go inside where you can see the inside of the booth where the clamps are gonna go. As long as you pass this groove here, you don't have to extend too much. There you go. That's all you need. And then we're gonna put the clamp, the zip tie, and that one. Oh, lost it. Okay, so the zip tie should go to that. end of this boot. There you go. I think let me see if I'm on it. There you go, I'm on it. Then tight it. Oops, flashlight fell off. Okay, we're on it. What you're gonna do, just tight it. I'm gonna use a zip pliers to tie it later on. Alright, we're back in the front. Remember the clamp that we used? We removed a while ago. You're gonna reuse that. This one fits perfectly. Put it back here. Okay, so the old clamp didn't fit. I lied. So I'm gonna use this universal adjustable clamp. Go ahead. Push this down. Alright, let's get it going. Make sure it's all the way inside. There you go. Then style it. Alright, that is tight. Next thing, don't forget the new nut that we have. Then we're gonna put the outer tie rod. Remember, we're gonna count it to go in about 12.5 spin, starting from the bottom, because this should end up upwards. So we're gonna start down here to count. Show you. So half. Let's see. Make sure it goes in first. That's half. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 12. That is 12. Hopefully it's pretty good depth. We're not sure, but we're gonna get a line later on. And then I'm gonna go ahead, put this in, grab it in here, put the temporary nut on top just to hold it. Then we're gonna lock this one. All right, so I got this tied up here. I use a size, this is a size 19 and this is size 22. Make sure that's tight. This one I'm not gonna install yet because I'm gonna go ahead and remove the lower control arm. I'm gonna remove this to make it easier for me. So we can control, put the lower control arm. As you can see, this is holding pretty good. That's what we need. It's a brand new inner tie rod and outer tie rod. So let's remove that. We're done here. Actually, we're not quite done with that one because they still have little nozzle underneath here that goes down here. Let me show you. This goes here, so we're gonna install that, put it there. Okay, and this one is size 7. I'm gonna just tie that one. Not too tight, just snug it. Then we're gonna put some more grease that later on. So right now we're gonna go ahead and remove the lower control arm, which is right here. Remove that. Got a bolt here, another bolt that side. Okay, first let's go ahead and remove this sway bar link. Just list this side, I think it will be okay. This is size 15 by the way. Yeah, size 15 socket. You might be able to get away just this one. Okay, we need wrench underneath. Okay, if that spins, we gotta put a size 19 wrench behind it. Okay, that's out. Okay, let's go ahead. Remove the other side too. I think we might have a hard time removing it. Oh no, it's not. Okay, that's good. Save that nut. And let's go ahead and remove this cotter pin here. We got a cotter pin here for the nut, castle nut, and the lower ball joint. We just, let's see. Pull it one side. Okay, it's hook. Then once unhooked, you can pull it. Let's see. There you go. Oh, hit my camera. There you go. The hook's here. Unhook it and then pull it. And then you can go ahead and disconnect that. You can remove that one on top. That might be 19. Let's check it. For 24, that's 19. So let's go ahead and remove that one. Alright, so this is size 19. Go ahead if you can remove that. It's kind of loose now. There you go. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and remove these. Make it faster. Okay, those are out. And we'll be able to separate these. This piece here. Now let's go ahead and try to remove this one. I think that's 17 as well. We got lucky. It is 17. Alright, and then the next one is that side. Where is it? That one over there. Inside that one. I'm not sure what size. It looked like a 15 to me. Let's check it out. Okay, so that is a 15. And sometimes you can't use just the impact right away. So let's loosen this first real quick. Once it loose, you'll be able to remove it with the impact. Oh, come on. Okay. Is it out or what? I think it's out. So pull it out. There you go. That is out. Now we can go ahead and remove that lower control arm. Alright, let's go ahead and split it up. Let's see if I can split that. Get a pry bar. This is split separate. Put it aside. And I can just pull this out right here, and this one too, and then we can pry it out. No problem too. See. Okay, it's coming out. There you go. This one's still okay. We didn't poke it. Some grease came out, but that's okay. So this is out. We're gonna manage how to get it out from here. Let's see. Let's be gentle. All right, this is out. It's pretty good. You can see our control arm busted. So next up, lower ball joint. As you can see, that's busted too, really bad. So we have to remove that. This one from here, I can just like knock it off. Is that one? Let's see. Not sure if you can remove that from there. So this one won't separate from us, so we're gonna get this fork splitter. See if it'll work. Not 100% sure, but we'll try it. It didn't work. We got another tool for this one. Oh man, I had to pause the video because it was hard to remove it. Now I got it out. I had to remove the Civic axle, which I was supposed to do that. But anyway, I heat it up, beat it up. As you can see, I got my hot rod, I got my air hammer, but I got it out. Now, this might be a little bit hot still. Stuck up in there. So, see that? It's smoking. See that? That one's still smoking. That was pretty hot. So, we're done with that. Let's go ahead and put a new lower control arm on this thing. Okay, so this is the new lower control arm. It comes with a ball joint, and it does say right. So, not gonna miss it. Let's go ahead and put it back. Almost the same as how we remove it. Shouldn't be that a big of a problem. So let's go ahead, hook it up here. No, you gotta put the axle up first. All right, to put it in, make sure your axle is up for now, and hook this hole to the swivel link. And then it goes to the back, and this to the front side. That's what we need to do. Let's see. There you go. That's in. All right, so what I did, I have this CV axle tied up here, and then I have a bungee cord with this hub here, and I inserted with the back side first before the front side. And once they're all going in all together, you can go ahead and align them slowly. And you should be able to move them back and forth if you need to. And let's go ahead and align like this one. Go ahead and align it with the bolts for it. Okay, we have the bolts, bigger one in the front and a small one on the back side. So we're going on reverse right now. That's in, and I'm just gonna tap it. It's good. Same thing in the bottom. And as we go in, tie them down. And then let's put the CV axle in this one now. All right, once we have them in, we're not torquing them now yet until we lower the whole car. So let's put back the axle. Make sure it's clean. Couple of grease are coming up from there. Need any grease on that. Let's put this back. Let's see if we can put it back. There we go. It's in. Spin it around, in. Then, next thing we're gonna do is put the lower ball joint right here. Make sure we be able to bring down that so we can reach the lower ball joint. Let's see. All right, we got it in. We actually removed these pieces here to put back in easily. So this one is gonna be torqued to 43 foot-pounds. Let's go ahead and torque that down real quick. All right, and this one, the lower ball joint, that's 55 to 58 foot-pounds. All right, so that one is torqued down. This is what we use to torque it down. And we put the torque wrench here. Make sure it's 90 degree to get that right torque with this. And that castle nut is 22 millimeter. Then I'm gonna go ahead and reuse this pin. I like this one better. Let's go ahead, put it in, lock it in, go in and locked. All right, let's go ahead. We torque this down, we torque that down. These two here, we're not gonna torque it down until the car is dropped. That's at the end. Then we can go ahead, torque down the outright tie rod. Let's find the torque spec on that. Put a cotter pin as well. And that's it, guys. That's pretty much it with here. And we're gonna torque down the sway bar link too. And then we're gonna grease all the feet on the outer tie rod. We're gonna grease that more, plus the sway bar link. All right, let's go ahead and torque the outer tie rod. It's a 40 foot-pounds on that, and this one is already torqued down. It's 28 foot-pounds. That's the sway bar link. We already greased them too. And that's it, guys, for this one. All right, so we are almost done. What I did, let me get a light real quick. I did compress this so I don't have to drop the whole car. But once you compress it up, the lower control arm, this one will be torqued 61 foot-pounds, and the one inside there will be 47 foot-pounds. I'll probably go 50. But after that, that's it, guys. We're done with this. And then we're just gonna do the driver's side. Should be the same process, exactly the same process. I'm not gonna make a video of that because this is pretty bad too. All right, guys, I hope you like this video. If you have any question, comment below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And this car will be mostly you're gonna see this every time. All right, guys, till next time, peace.